What's going on, everybody? It is Friday night. It is break night. It is October 17th, 2025. We have 3 breaks on tap tonight. We have a mini to run as well. We are going to get that mini going here very quickly. I'm giving a couple more minutes to take any last potential spot picks. There were 2 spots left in the mini. So I'm just giving a couple seconds for that. What's going on, everyone? We've got our serial number break credit giveaway. By the way, a lot of people still have break credit heading out there. So I will tag folks again on who has break credit, but quite a few people still have some break credit hanging out there, $5, $10 here and there. So make sure you go check that out. Make sure you know what you're sitting on for break credit. But yeah. Just check that Google Live link. So we got 2 spots left in the mini. Let me flip these screens over. We're going to do a toy race for the mini spots. Football will be kicking us off tonight. We have O's left in the Bowman break. We have 2 spots left in our Inception half case basketball. Each of those will close as we approach those breaks. So if you do want a spot, you change your mind, you want the O's, or you want to play some basketball with us, just go ahead and let me know, and I will update those breaks. Sorry, I'm grabbing a piece of paper. All right. Oh, that's what that list is. All right, I got Brian in with 22. I've got Greg in with 28. What's going on, Greg? What's going on, Brian? What's going on, Jaw? Small group so hard tonight. Jaw is going to take 13. What's up, Kevin? EC3, 125. Greg took 28. Kevin, what's the random number generator say tonight? 124. Kevin's going for the $10. Chad takes 99. Rich, 65. Mr. Trokey, Phil Nominal. Takes number 11. Sean Sticko, who owes me money. But we already talked about it. I just might have to break Sean's legs tomorrow, that's all. I'm just kidding. I just know where he lives. That's not creepy at all. All right. We're going to go ahead and run this mini. I do not see any more spots being taken in it. We did have 2 spots remaining in this one. I will show you the name list really quickly. So we had Mark Hudson on the top. Nobody took spot 2, so I'm taking that. Greg took spot 3, Billy 4, Miker 5, Thomas 6, Jacoby 7, Mr. Trokey, Phenomenal 8. I took 9 because nobody took spot 9. Mark Hudson took 10. Andrew Benjamin took 11, 12. Chad 13. Sam 14. Miker 15. Mark 16. Ricky 17. Sam 18. AC3 19. And Mark Hudson 20. I'm going to confirm, make sure, triple check, make sure I don't see anybody else. I do not. So we are running. So I'm going to put that comment under the mini. That mini random is running now. Pushes up the racetrack, steps everybody up, gets the bad end. Look at that payoff. All right. Put this receipt somewhere. All right. Trick check, make sure nobody's trying to claim anything in the. You got a box of Select 2024 and pull the Jaden to 360. Nice. 18, Brian, is the mini. There are 2 spots left. $18 is the mini. Good. I'm glad, Brian, you and Daniel finally got to talk. All right, Sean. We'll just only focus on breaking the right leg. Yeah, I'm taking one. Chad, how was Kings Island? TJ 61. Brian, did you want a spot or did you want to pass? Just give it a second for Brian to reply to me. You want one of those? I will give you spot 2 because that's my wife's favorite spot. Liam, you have the box of Glory of the Game and Leaf are sitting in the card shop right now. I literally left both of them there for you. So you just need to go back and pick it up. All right, Brian's going to take spot 2, so there's 1 spot in the mini left. So I'm going to put him under spot 2. He's paid. So I only have 1 spot left in this mini. All right, here we go. It is your toy race. We have 20 spots we are running in this toy race. Top 11 are who we're getting in. We got Mr. Potato Head, the robot, a whole lot of fun. All right, here we go on your toy race for determining the mini. 3, 2, 1, and you are. Brian. All right. Now you can hear me. All right. I guess that music was quite loud. So anyways, all right. I'm going to post this here. So there were your results on the left. I'm going to give you guys all the results of what you ended up winning. Wow. What did I just do? There we go. Aha. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and Google. Show you guys what you won from the mini. All right. All right. Here is what you all won. All right. There's what you all won. All right. I will put that. I'm just going to, for a few minutes, I'm going to put that right here in the list on the right. So you guys can take a look at that. So that is what you will win from the mini. I'm going to go ahead and update all of those breaks. All right, Brian Tanner. All right. Better than losing. It is true. It is better than nothing. All right. So I need Thomas and Brian Tanner to go into basketball and pick a spot. So Thomas, Brian. All right. So basketball does have 2 spots left. That will run tonight. We will. Brian Tanner. Please each pick a team. All right. That will run tonight. I just need those 2 guys to pick teams. Going to go into football. We'll do a different race for football. Oh, what do I want to do for football? Let's see. Someone said Greyhound, so we'll do a Greyhound race for football. All right, let me put the names in for the mini wins in football. All right, so in football, Andrew Benjamin wins the Titans and the Saints. Chad's got the Chargers. Phil Trokey's got the Ravens. You guys can still hear me now, right? Now that I turned the toy music off. All right, so Andrew. Going to show you something fun. You all can thank Mr. Chad Nugent for this one because it's his reason why this is now happening. I went based on his advice, went online and found a full case of the very first release of Mosaic Football this year. These are the first Mosaic Football cards that came out. Apparently, they've been showing up in Walmarts, but they haven't shown up online yet. If you actually look in some places, they're still saying like a mid-November release for these. I found a full case on eBay. I overpaid probably for them because apparently Walmart's are selling them somewhere between $12 and $15 a box. I ended up paying about $25 a box, but I did get a full sealed case, and that's 40 boxes. I did also order more Panini Black, and I ordered a box of Origins. So we will do mixers. This, I think, is showing tomorrow. We will do mixers with these starting next week of Black and Origins to fill bricks. So you all can thank Chad for alerting me to that product being out there because I didn't know that was out there. I'm going to be looking for more of it. I do have a pending offer right now with them. I would like to lower the price a little bit more for what I got offered on them. But overall, we are going to embrace the 2025 for sure. And for next week as well, before I flip my phone off again, because I do it every time, I did also pick up. It's going to be hard to see on the camera. But I did pick up several boxes of the Kaboom advent calendars. So they do have 24 packs, 72 cards. I did pick up some of those boxes. They were equivalent to the cost of a mega box. So to me, it's really no different than a mega box. They're just freaking huge. But we will do mixers with that too. So basically, my thought is we'll do some breaks with combinations of those Mosaic ornamental boxes and those Kaboom boxes. So sweet. Thank you, Brian. So you guys can all thank Chad on that one. And the Kaboom boxes, I found those at good prices, thankfully. So we should have some good stuff to go into next week with, and we won't have to kind of scrape and claw our way into it. All right, we're going to do a Greyhound race for who's going to get the Giants in these. The top spot is going to end up with score. The second spot is going to end up with resurgence. The third spot is going to end up with signature edition. The fourth spot is going to end up with Phoenix, and the fifth spot for the Giants after the random is going to be the 2025 box. So I don't know if there's actually any big good Giants in 2025, but obviously we were kind of banking more around this. All right, I'm going to put the names in the Greyhound race. Take the Giants out. All right, I'm going to share that screen with you all. All right, we're going to go to Greyhound race. All right, I'm going to flip that screen over so you all can see that. I'm going to see if I can make the sound a little bit not quite so loud this time. All right, 30 seconds. We're doing a Greyhound race. Lower the music on that one. All right. Here we go. This is going to determine who gets the top five. 5 spots is what we're looking for on this one. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, and you. By Jaw. TJ number 29 was out there front, but now it's kind of slipping on the backside here as we come around the stretch and down to the home stretch. Here we go. Andrew Benjamin's still in the lead, but coming from behind is Andrew Huther looking for trying to take the top spot. Who's going to end up winning? Pat Biz making a strong run at the end, and your top 5 is Andrew Huther. Top 5 on this one is going to be Andrew Huther, Mark Hudson, Lynn Riffle, Pat Biz, and Chad Nugent. You are our top 5. So Chad is going to get the Giants in 2015 box. Pat's going to get it in Phoenix. Lynn's going to get it in Signature Edition. Mark Hudson for Resurgence. And Andrew Huther is going to get it for Score. All right, I'm going to copy that list. I'll put it in my handy-dandy spreadsheet. I'm going to put it in the list that you all can see too. I'm excited for those Mosaic ornamentals. I think those actually could turn out to be really good. Brian took the Pistons. Just need Thomas to pick a team. All right. Kill that. Their cards, they're like punch out cards that like flip open. So it's like the paper cards. And apparently there's only 6 players in them. So there's not much. So the inside is cards. They're a single pack of cards that you do have chase hit chances. You can get micro mosaics, stained glasses, and all those. You do have autograph chances in them. And then you have, and then so they're a single pack in each one of the boxes. And then there's like a punch out ornamental card that you get on each one of those boxes. So it's kind of interesting. It made more sense to me when Walmart's selling them for like $12, I guess, was what the price was going on them. But everyone's got them pretty much sold at selling them at about $25. So what I did when I was looking for it is I just wanted to make sure that we got a full case sealed. Because my fear, obviously, with getting loose boxes is, unless I was the one going and getting them, is somebody's gone through all the boxes, weighed them, figured out, weighed them, figured out if there's a case hit in the box. They went and found it already and are just selling all of the garbage boxes. So that's typically when I buy something like that, when I'm buying it from eBay and whatnot. I typically always only do sealed cases, because I don't want to take the chance that somebody's already picked through it. So, all right, 3 mega boxes. We're going to kick it off with the Phoenix box. So on this one, Pat Biz, you have the Giants in this one. So let's get ripping. Yeah, that's the other thing, is there's a cookie parallel. It is specific only to those boxes. It is a short print. So it's a super short print. The parallels themselves, even the red and white candy stripe ones, don't seem like they're going for a ton quite yet. They also have rookie variation cards in them. I noticed a lot of like every other box has some rookie variation card in it. So the rookie variation is just them without their helmet on. I didn't see any parallels that were rookie variations. But it is the first mosaic that's hitting the market. But I don't know, everything seems to be all over the place right now. Lisa actually found a couple Donruss tins. I got 2 Donruss tins. But my hope on those is extremely low. What the? Oh, that's the contour. Yeah. I'm like, you get an autograph? So I have very low expectations when it comes to those. Let's see. I think next week NBA basketball Topps boxes are coming out. We should have a bunch of those coming. I have jumbos and hobbies showing up for that. All right, there we go. Here's the Phoenix box. Everyone has their teams. Good luck. Christian Watson, DK Metcalf, Anthony Richardson, Rashid White, DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, Anthony Gould, rookie, Michael Hall Jr., Blue Hyper. I don't remember the Blue Hypers. It's not numbered. Bijan Robinson, Jahmyr Gibbs, Trey Hendrickson. I remember these, like the purple base. Foyo Olonuku. Drake May on the contours. He's probably the best performing of the 2024 class right now. Of the quarterbacks, that is. The middle left one had the hit in it. Were they 20 box? Were they 40 box cases? Yeah, I have heard things in the Disney Chrome stuff. There's people been saying that the Woody packs in Disney Chrome are the packs that have the hits in them, like autographs and stuff. So if you're, which is, I guess they're saying, it's bad for any card shop that sells loose Disney packs. Either they could pick them out pretty quickly, or anybody else could go in there and pick them out pretty quickly. So give it a shot. Jordan Jordan Jefferson, Will Shipley on the hyper rookie, Debo, Kirk Cousins, Ed Oliver, Myles Garrett, Michael Penix Jr. on the Prism contours. Nice. For the Falcons. Three rows of three. Oh, okay. Yeah. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, that's bad if there's a correlation where you know exactly where every good one is. Michael Hall Jr., J.J. McCarthy, base rookie, nice. Isaiah Pacheco, Christian Kirk, Joey Bosa, Terry McLaurin, Marshawn Lloyd, rising. Is that rookie rising? Yeah. Keenan Coleman, Cooper DeJean, Evan Ingram, Bobby Okereke, Jalen Hurts, Mark Andrews, Bo Nix, rookie rising. Nice. Spencer Rattler, the Rat, Jawar Jordan, DeMarcus Lawrence, Kyle Duggar, Tyrann Mathieu, Hyper Josh Allen. Contours, again, Michael Penix Jr., Enos Rackshaw, and a Roman Wilson for the Steelers. I know Sam actually collects Roman, so. What's up, Andrew? Andrew going 13 as well. How's it going? I see your buddy's back in town, also known as Nick. Did you already visit him today? My wife got lucky. She caught the Target restock and actually got a Mega Evolution ETB. So they were limiting everyone to only one, though. They're mixing it up on when they do those restocks. Andrew, you have the Giants for the Score Hobby Box. All right, we're going to just sleeve these ones and we'll set them to the side. So yeah, I'm glad that we're finally found. Thank you all. I mean, definitely do exactly what you all did. If you see something out there that maybe I'm missing or haven't picked up on or didn't know was out there, definitely let me know if you see a new football 2025 product, because sometimes it's easy to overlook, because with social media and everything, if you're not on the right channel, you miss out on it. And in this case, you all are my right channel, and we ended up benefiting from it. So, he was probably sad. Did you hear that, Nick Billy? Ken, number 8. I can tell you all, local to Nick's area, we are trying to plan a trip. Okay, sounds good. I figured as much that you would get it to me eventually, so I wasn't too worried. Otherwise, Nick knows where you live. Technically, I do too, because I have your address, but I didn't want to get too creepy about it. We are trying to get out to Nick's shop between Christmas and New Year's. We're going to go up and see my parents in Vermont, and then we are going to head down to New York and spend a couple days down in the shop area and seeing Nick and his family and Joe and everyone. And so when we have an official day lined up, I will let you all know. So if you want to come down to the shop and say hi, and yes, I will bring everybody's cards who are local to the area. There's cards. Normally it's a good time, because that falls inside of my typically 2 to 3 week window where we just take time off for the end of the year. Christmas and New Year's falls on a weird, it's not really weird, but it falls on a Thursday this year. So lots of time off being scheduled for sure. Yeah, the Disney stories are interesting for sure. Said the first 2 days were great. I still can't believe that Disney has ticket prices at $300 and they still sell out. I just can't even fathom going to a park for $300, and that's the only thing you get. It's just get in the park. All right, here is Signature Class. Signature Class is going to Lynn for the Giants. We've got CJ, Terrell Davis, Bryce Young, Rich Gannon, Steve Young, That is Terrell Davis on the acetate. And that is numbered, actually. That's our first numbered card this evening. 122. Kevin and AC3, you guys were so close to that one. That almost got you $10 in break credit. 122 of 225. That was really close. All right. Brennan Rice, Jaden Daniels, very nice. Brian Dawkins, Richard Sherman, Heinz Ward, Terry Bradshaw, Tom Terrific, Tom Brady, Troy Aikman, Gridiron Ambassadors, parallel of Jason Kelsey, Malik Neighbors, one for the Giants, Jason Witten, Thurman Thomas, J.J. Watt, Edrin James, Eli Manning. Paramount Pairings, Melt Blunt, Rod Woodson, Mel Blunt, Blake Corum, Chris Abrams, Sean Alexander, Jerome Bettis, Torrey Polamalu, Lawrence Taylor, Fred Taylor. I believe that is Edrin James, what I thought. Edrin James on the acetate. Malik Washington, J.C. Latham, Chad Ochocinco, Barry Sanders, Ricky Williams, Terrell Owens, Doug Williams. Ooh, 96 of 100. That is a going to Dallas. Kalen Carson. We have 96. Chad at 99. He was close on that one. $96 and $99. Hey, we're getting more numbered cards so far out of these. Jazard Newton, rookie, and Javon Bullard. All right. And finishing that stack off. Eric Dickerson, Troy Aikman, Ray Lewis, James Harrison, Jerry Rice, Will Levis After Image, Jabari Small, Cam Little, Adrian Peterson, Jason Kelsey, Joe Montana, Tim Brown, Rob Gronkowski. Total touchdowns, Marshall Falk, Joe Montana, Jaden Hicks, Emmett Smith, Jordan Love, Mean Joe Green, Kurt Warner, Peyton Manning, Earl Campbell, Josh Newton, Jacob Cowing, Dan the Man Marino, Anthony Richardson, Brett Favre, Jim McMahon, Drew Brees, J.J. Watt draft picks on the StarCast acetate. Patrick Paul, Dylan Laub, John Elway, Aaron Donald, Michael Vick, John Riggins, Darrell Rebus, Ray Davis, who's never on FanDuel's picks available, DeJohn Edwards, and Jalen Wright. All right, so I have an interesting question for you all. So obviously a lot of the stores put out their Christmas decorations already, way early. When do you think it is okay not to play them every day, but when do you think it's okay to start decorating your house for Christmas? When would you say is like it's fair game at that point? Is there a date? Is there a time of season? When do you think is the acceptable time to start decorating the outside of your house for Christmas? I know what tradition says. After Thanksgiving to start decorating the outside of the house, okay? That's the tradition one I've heard. It's like you can't wear white after Labor Day. Thanksgiving night, day after Thanksgiving. Never. After Thanksgiving. Interesting. So nobody's... Curious? December 1st. All right. I'm a Grinch when it comes to risk. All right, Mark Hudson has this box for the Giants. Interesting. So y'all would hate me. I'm going to tell you all when I start decorating my outside of my house. I don't leave it on. I test it out. I start decorating the outside of my house the day after Halloween. I do not turn it on. I do not leave it on, but I start running all of the cables. And I'll tell you exactly why. Because when it gets cold here, it sucks putting all that crap on outside. And what I found was a lot of the adhesives that I would use to try to hold stuff up does not stick very well when it's cold outside. So I need to do it when it's somewhat warm. And still in the beginning of November, it's still during the day warm enough to put out. So I set it up. I have the cords, but I do not run it. I test it all. Come day after Thanksgiving, that's when it goes on and stays on. But I don't run it. See, I was curious to see if anybody was going to say that. So, see, I can't put anything out now. I can't even test anything now because Halloween and I got Halloween decorations out. But I got a dancing guy who sings about how much he loves Halloween on the front of my porch. That scares all of our male people. Just great. All right. I used to be a massive Halloween person. Christian Okoye, Jerry Rice, Jason Kelsey, Terrific Tom Brady, Blake Corum, Circuit Breakers, JJ Watt on the disco balls here, blue disco balls, Bub Means, Patrick Paul, Barry Sanders, Michael Irving, Thurman Thomas, Michael Vick, Peyton Manning on the refractor, Marshawn Lloyd on the hyper refractor, Tyke Smith, Troy Fantu, Jerome Bettis, Eddie George, Joe Montaigne, Earl Campbell, Voltic, Ricky Williams. That's another blue disco Trey Benson. So do you guys find fault for me doing that? Do you think that's bad juju for putting Christmas decorations out that early, or do you think would you say that it's an acceptable exception as long as I don't run them? I have one of the houses where I have like the trees dance and the music moves and all the lights do crazy things. 6 innings pitched, 2 hits, no runs, 10 Ks, has hit. Wait, he hit 3 home runs? Oh, he hit third home run of the night. So he's hit 3 home runs in one night. Wow. Darius Robinson, Michael Ekberg, Edrin James, Marshall Falk, Lawrence Taylor, Terry Bradshaw, Glimmer and Gleam. Oh, we hit an autograph. How about that? That's going to, looks like the Eagles. Jacksonville. I was wrong. Going to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Molecular Marks. Keenan McCardell. Well, that's pretty damn sweet. Molecular Marks. All right. I have yours approval and blessing. I appreciate that. So if Ohtani wins the MVP, if they go to the World Series and they win again and Ohtani wins MVP of the season and of World Series, do you start selling his cards? Do you start doing the Ohtani dump? Because do you think his market pegs at that point? I'm sitting on an Ohtani 101 rookie card. Troy Aikman, Audric Esteen, Ray Davis, Randy Moss, Kurt Warner, Chad Johnson, Ed McCaffrey, Audric Esteen, Quinion Mitchell, Anthony Gould, Javon Bullard, Keyshawn Johnson, Terrell Owens, Howie Long, Marcus Allen, conductors Brett Favre for the Vikings, Jermaine Burton for the Bengals, and Ben Sinnott with a Graham Barton behind. Wow, there was like no rookies in that one. No worthwhile ones. Hey, but we got a nice autograph out of that, so that's pretty sweet. All right, we're going to go on to score now. Only one giant card out of that one for Mark. One LT. The big CSA shows in our area this week, so I'm expecting the card shop to be kind of dead this week. Do I need the knife? Good Lord. Well, it's hard to say right now, right? So it's kind of funny. So last year at card shows, people wanted to sell me all their CJ Stroud cards, and I told them no. I said I wanted nothing to do with CJ Stroud cards. I said unless you're going to sell me a CJ Stroud card at 50% comps, I don't want it, because I knew all those products for all of his stuff was kind of pegged at that point. So unless you hit one on a break, I felt like there wasn't much value and there wasn't much more to be gained in those cards because everyone was going to want top price, and there was just too much room for him to fall. So it's in Chantilly, Virginia, is where it is, at the Dulles Town Expo Center. All right. So, Andrew, we're going to finish off with that 2015 box because I have no idea what to expect coming out of it. But Andrew Huther is going to have the Giants in this one. Looks like we have a gold already. Nice. Gunnar Helm, Dylan Gabriel, very nice. Ollie Gordon. Trevor Etienne, rookie for the Panthers. Trey Amos. Tyler Warren for the Colts. Michael Penix. 33 of 50 for the Chargers. Going to Chad. 33. I don't have 33. Anybody hit 33? No 33s tonight. Anybody got any big weekend plans? I feel like we're starting to get to the point where our ability to make our own weekend plans are going to come to an end, and we're going to start getting into dictated because of the holidays. I can't believe it's already becoming basically Christmas season. I feel like we just got out of it and we're right back in it. Summer just goes by way too fast. Which, by the way, update on my son, he still is only on Tylenol. Actually, he's not even on Tylenol anymore. Xavier Worthy, Ken Anderson, Rich Gannon, Trent Green, Mosteret. Going to the dump in the morning. Nice. I might be doing that too. Actually, I'm filling in asphalt in my driveway. TJ Hawkinson, Rashawn Gary, Alexander Madison, Joe Milton, CJ Stroud, speak of the man, Nico, and Stephon Gilmore. Like, I feel like we have to look at it like we have like a couple more weekends left where if you just want to chill at your house, you can chill. If you want to go do something, you can go do something. But like, I feel like we're getting to that point where it's like, oh, man. Yes, he is a trooper. That is for sure. Tez Johnson. Nice. Excellent. Big soccer game. CFC Cincinnati. Nice. Always good to visit with family. Tez Johnson for the Bucks. Andres Borgales. Luther Burden III. Trayvon Henderson. Josh Corley Jr. Terrell Owens. Omarion Hampton draft. Isaiah Bond hot rookies. We got, what is that? 25 of 250. Robert Spillane for the Patriots. 25? No, 25. 28 and 22 were the closest on that one. I tell you, I've never been to a soccer game, and I don't know if I could sit through a soccer game. I just don't feel the hype on a soccer game. But I feel like a lot, but I'm also a NASCAR fan, and a lot of people say the same thing to me about NASCAR. So my dad and I were supposed to go to Martinsville, not this weekend, but next weekend. But with, Aiden still not walking on his own, kind of had to felt like it nixed that. Austin Eckler. So we're going to King's Dominion. So Chad, we're going to go to King's Dominion and go to the haunted King's Dominion. Devontae Smith, Mike Evans, Jerome Ford, Buckner, Derek Stingley Jr., Vince Young, Jatavian Sanders, Jalen Carter, Trey McBride, Tajay Spears. Did any of you guys watch the football game last night between the Steelers and the Bengals? Who saw that one coming? Or what an ending to that game. Chad, you had to have been screaming at your TV. What's going on, Al? Or Mark. I don't know which one it is. I'm pretty sure that's Alan, but I never can remember. I'm going to go with Alan. What a crazy end to that game. And then the lineman for the Steelers, after Aaron Rodgers throws the touchdown pass to Pat Freiermuth, friggin' tackles him going to the sideline. Trey Harris has been a crazy season. And you know what the funny thing is? If you look at the NFC East, the Giants actually now have a chance to win the NFC East. They're only 2 games out of first. Go figure on that. JT Tilamalu, Nick Scorton, Elijah Badger, Will Johnson. Oh! Damn. We just hit that. Well, that's a hell of a first auto out of this box to start with. Hot damn, T-Law. Going to Pat Biz. Woo. I tell you, Score might be one of my favorite products to rip because I don't think we've ever disappointed. There's always been at least 1 or 2 boxes where we've had big pulls. Damn. That's a winner chicken dinner right there. Going to Pat Biz. Takes the T-Law card. Hell, he was probably in this looking for Travis Hunter, and he ends up getting a Trevor Lawrence autograph. Oof. Josh Jacobs. Cam Ward emerged. And then we got Nick Bonito. Yeah, Nick Bonito. That is 83 of 250. No, nobody had 83. I did the same thing too. I think I put $2 on them, but yeah, I put money on the Giants to win the division. The Giants were only forecasted. Right, it was Eli Manning last year. J.K. Dobbins, Christian McCaffrey, Robert Spillane, Travis Etienne Jr., Warren Moon, Puka Nacua, T. Higgins, big catch at the end of that game, Alex Highsmith, Dave Casper, Tua Tagovailoa, and Tyler Bass. Nice one. That's right. You did get a Dylan Gabriel auto, who I think actually is a decent quarterback for the Browns. They just need to figure out how to play a football game. I don't think he was that bad. Yeah, what a crazy season. Well, that's the good part about it. If it's a long shot and that part that actually happens, then you win so much better. Yeah, the season's crazy right now. The teams that you thought you were expecting to go in to be the big teams have not been the big teams or have been showing massive cracks, and the teams you didn't expect to be at the top are rising up. I think the Bucks are the only team kind of living up to the expectation right now. Dylan Sampson, Benjamin Morrison, Daxon Dart, the New York Giants. Irsay, Caden Prather for the Bills. Quinn Ewers for the Dolphins. Ozzie Newsome, Bryce Young, Dalton Hilliard, Braden Fisk, Derrick Henry, Jerome Bettis, Cortland Sutton, Debo Samuel, David Njoku, Jared Goff, Doug Williams, AJ Spears, Jonathan Taylor, and Aeneas Williams. Yeah. It is interesting that there is so much more of a delay between YouTube and Facebook. And then if you go to Whatnot or like the Fanatics Live stuff, there's no delay. There's no latency in those because I've asked people questions and they're immediately answering it. And you're like, damn, I will never be on Whatnot. You'll never catch me on Whatnot. But all right, we still have 3 autos to go in this. Then we got another 4 autos coming out of the 2015 box. Ty Felton, Cam Scadaboot. This guy is he's a maniac. Armin Membu, Caleb Johnson, Isaiah Bond, Dylan Gabriel, Jaden Daniels for the franchise, Michael Pittman Jr., Christian Gonzalez, Kenneth Walker, Greg Rousseau, Trey Benson, Jaden Daniels again, CeeDee Lamb, Chris Boswell, Tank Bigsby, Devontae Adams, Troy Franklin, Tyler Aguilar, and Brian Urlacher. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get that. Like, people will get Facebook to freeze or it'll be buffering, but then YouTube stays online. I do agree sometimes the delays. It used to be, I feel like at one point we had mostly everybody on YouTube, and then we also switched from Facebook to YouTube, and then people went back to Facebook. All right, we still have 3 autos left to find in this one, so son just threw something in his room. Mason Taylor, Kyle Monagai, Jaden Barden, Colston Loveland, Kyle McCord, Alec Ayo Manor for the Titans. I'm a little sad we're not going to see tops till like March, April of next year for football. But, I mean, it is what it is. I at least feel like we're starting. The one good thing is I do feel like we're starting to see some better players emerge that are in the Panini sets. So we actually have something to chase. Oof. Dwight Freeney, TJ Watt, Xavier Watts. That is 59 of 100 for the Falcons. Having their way with the Brewers. Are the Brewers more of a Cinderella story this year than actually deserving to be in this year? Because I don't quite remember them like standing out in the league, but I can't say I followed baseball that much this year. I've been kind of looking forward to the basketball season starting. Jeffrey Simmons, Cooper Kupp, Grant Calcaterra, Keenan Allen, Taysom Hill, Patrick Surtain, Teddy Bruschi, Theo Johnson, Jalen McLaughlin, Malik Hooker, and Drew Bledsoe. All right, we got 4 packs and 2 autos left in this. And then we have our last box with 2015. I'm going to kick it right off with Shedeur Sanders right on the front. Will he play this year? I don't know. Got another gold. Could be a gold auto. Matthew Bolden. Oh, so they were definitely in contention then this year. Matthew Golden, James Pierce, Antoine Wells. This definitely could be an auto. Jalen Royals. This definitely could be an auto. That is 33 of 50 again. Man, 33. Hitting nice. Looks like a Chief. It is the Chiefs. It is an auto. It's a kicker. Matt Araz, punter for the Chiefs. Well, it's a Chiefs auto. If you have the Chiefs. Brett Schaefer has the Chief. You got a punter numbered to 50. I feel like with having a T-Law auto, it's going to be really hard to kind of Milrow, Jonathan Taylor, Brian Dawkins, A.J. Brown, Rashawn Bateman, Keelan Winslow, Tony Pollard, Jameson Williams, Brian Robinson Jr., Fred Warner, Josh Allen, Jonathan Stewart, Adam Thielen, and Al Toon. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what the Giants are going to end up doing next year, or the Yankees are going to do this year in the offseason. I just don't know if there's anyone out there that they can go sign. I feel like they just have to focus on their farm system and bring up better players. All right, we should have one more auto left in score. R.J. Harvey, who's been looking pretty good for the Broncos. Donovan Jackson, Josh Simmons, Jake Brenningstool, Abdul Carter for the Giants, Riley Leonard, Trattoria McMillan for the Panthers, Jaden Reed, Bo Nix, Malik Sandstrell, Michael Penix Jr., Isaiah Pacheco, Joshua Carty, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Demondre Lenore, Cameron Dicker, Jalen Polk, Kyler Murray, Mikel Corley, and Kyrene Williams. Yeah, I heard Volpe was out already because he had an injury. Is Cole's injury that they're expecting it to take that long? I don't know. with Cody Bellinger basically going back into the free agent market, Paul Goldschmidt obviously is probably not going to stick around. They definitely need to put some batting support around Judge again. I just don't know who that's going to be. Kyle Williams, Makumbu. Yeah, that's kind of how it starts to feel like. Jalen Noel, Riley Leonard, Elijah Arroyo, Derek Henry, Egbuka. Full 14 months. Ugh. Matt Stafford, Cameron Williams, Herbert, Robert Brazil, Tony Dorsett, Josh Downs, TJ Watt, Andrew Van Ginkel, Antonio Gates, Tyrann Mathieu, Joe Mixon, Parker Washington, Dalton Kincaid. All right. Last pack, so we should have our last auto in here. So I'm going to go and take that. We're just going to go like this. Baker, DJ, DeAndre Swift, Mark Rippon, Marte Mapu, Jordan Love, Darren Woodson, Keenan Coleman, Cooper DeJean, Tyler Lockett, Shavon Ravel Jr., Kenneth Grant, Quinn Ewers, Torah McMillan. Is this going to be the auto? Nope. Torrey Horton. Here's the auto. Princely Umanello, something, or the Carolina Panthers. Base rookie auto for defensive end. Tim Brown, Josh Allen, Ozzie Newsome, and Blake Corum. All right. So that is your fourth auto from Score. But we're not done yet. But wait, there's more. What is this going to bring? So Brian Tanner was talking to me and saying that he believes that the Broncos for this 2015 box were probably one of the best picks to have because they both have John Elway and Peyton Manning autos in them. I picked it because it had a lot of autos in it. It was a good price. So I said, hey, let's run it. I've never seen this before. If there's such a thing as a superfractor in 2015, it is still eligible. So what are we up to now? $760. All right. I think we get how many packs? 4 packs. Empty box. Never seen this stuff before. This is from the year after my wife and I got married. So this is going to be interesting. This is your Topps Field Access. 4 autos. Good luck, everybody. We're going to be calling out some names we haven't heard in a long time. Nelson Aguilar, his rookie card. Pierre Thomas. Dennis Pitta. Nelson Aguilar rookie again. Really? Oh, I guess because it's a gray border? Oh, just parallel, I guess. A Peyton Manning Field Access, all access. That's cool. A green Bishop Sankey. Is this going to be an auto? Nope. Jared Aberdris. Man. Connor Shaw for the Cleveland. Doesn't matter what year it is. The Browns always hit. Connor Shaw is going to be the first autograph with a Richard Rodgers tight end and a Jimmy Garoppolo for the Patriots. Jimmy G. Connor Shaw. Not numbered. I'm going to look on the back of these cards, make sure I don't miss anything numbered. I don't know if Connor Shaw. I guess we'll bump some of the numbered cards off here for now. Anyone heard of Connor Shaw before? By the way, Chad has the Giants. Oh, there is numbered here. The Bishop Sankey is 26 of 99. Nobody had 26. 26 and 99. So that one is numbered. So this is different. I mean, it's kind of fun to do some of these multi-year mixers, because if you notice, whenever I grab some of these older products, I don't ever grab the same one. I kind of just look and see what we can find. I had an option of grabbing a 2013 product, which I guess is Travis Kelce's rookie year. Jameis Winston's rookie years this year. EJ Manuel, Kenny Bell, Barkvicius Mingo. Oh my. Victor Cruz. There you go, Chad. Victor Cruz. Dominique Brown. Mike Davis. That's probably numbered. Next auto is Dorial Green Beckham for the Tennessee Titans. 11 of 50. Did we have an 11 tonight? We did. Mr. Trokey. Mike Davis just got you $5 in break credit. Add it to your collection pile. So I would tell you that the break credit that you earned, if I was to hold it for anything, I would tell you honestly, hold it for when I get lumber, leaf lumber. Because when I get that leaf lumber, we're doing that as a case break. Because there's only one way to do leaf lumber, and it's to do it as a case break. Dorial Green Beckham is also numbered 81 of 99. Manuel Furniture. I sold that guy, Manuel Furniture. That's pretty funny. Not doing so good anymore, is he? Tom Savage. The Mariota's rookie year is this year, too. Tom Savage, Riley Cooper, and Devin Fuchenis, rookie. 11 does pretty good. Yeah, I would totally save for that leaf lumber, because I'm telling you right now, when leaf lumber comes out, I'm probably going very hard into breaks on that stuff through eBay and through other places, because it just looks so good. J.J. Watt, Xavier Cooper. I mean, absolutely. Kevin, like I said, you're always welcome if you want to help try to build up some credit too. You can send me even if you want to send me a handful of cards to consign for you to sell, we can help build that credit up too. Kirk Cousins for the Redskins. Ezekiel Asah, Terrence Williams. I have 2 breaks still left. He can, if he wants to lay on the bed behind me, I've got still 2 breaks left. Adrenaline Rush, Field Access Football, Travis Kelce. He was Kelce at the time. That is numbered 35 and 99. The soon-to-be Travis Swift. And that's true for anybody. If you guys want to send cards to me to sign to help build break credit up, you are more than welcome to. Chris Ivory is going to be your autograph for the Jets. Come wake him when I'm done. Got it. It's like my mom when you go wake my dad says, go to bed. Chris Ivory. Jared Aberdees. Mario Alford Jr. and Darrell Revis. Sorry. Not Darrell. All right. We got Bowman coming up next. 2-box break, Breaker's Delight, and Bowman Hobby. Todd Gurley, Antonio Brown, Aaron Murray, Eric Fisher, Jeremy Hill, John Elway of Field Access Football. And the last auto for the Bills, EJ Manuel. That is number 35 and 99. 35 again. Well, that didn't have the best autos, but it wasn't very expensive. Well, the T-Law definitely takes the cake right now. That is for sure. Kadeem Carney, Nelson Aguilar, and Ezekiel Assam. Yeah, I think I saw that too. Jeremy Hill. Yeah, Todd Gurley right there, rookie. We'll slide that one. All right. And that is going to do it for your football break. So let's do a recap, shall we? Got a lot of autos. Got 9 autos. We got a bonus auto.
You need to do it likely.
Yes, I do. I will take a minute break to do that. We're gonna have a small intermission between football and baseball. I need to go adjust Aiden's leg. I need to go make it longer and more twisty. Todd Gurley, rookie card. Chris Ivory, rookie card. I do like the pictures, though. They're kind of nice. That one was not numbered. Travis Kelce, number 299. Terrell Davis, number 225 from Signature Clash. Bishop Sankey, number 299. Kalen Carson, number 100. 96 of 100. Roman Wilson on the blue parallel rookie. Egbuka on the emerged. RJ Harvey, rookie. Shadur Sanders, rookie. Xavier Watts, number 100. Michael Penix Jr. on the Prism contours. Scottaboo base. Dylan Gabriel insert. Jackson Dart base. Cam Ward emerged. That is a Nick Bonito to 250. Drake May contours. Tez Johnson base rookie. Jaden Daniels base rookie. JJ McCarthy base rookie. Bo Nix rookie rising. Spencer Rattler base rookie. Michael Penix Jr. contours. And our stand cards. We had a Derwin James Jr. 33 of 50. We had an EJ Emmanuel to 99. A Dorial Green Beckham, numbered 81 and 99. Keenan McCardell, that was a nice looking one from Molecular Marks, not numbered. Princely Umanel for the Panthers. Alec Amanor for the Titans. Connor Shaw for the Brownies. Robert Spillane to 250. A Mike Davis, who got Phil Trokey $5 and break credit, 11 of 50 on that one. A Matt Araz, 33 of 50. And by far, the best card of the break was a Trevor Lawrence autograph. Super nice. Excuse me. Super nice. I think it's the second T-Law auto I've ever pulled. So... all right, I'm going to put the Bowman boxes up, and I'm going to give you guys a little bit of music for an intermission, and then I am going to go adjust Aiden's leg, and I will be right back. Just a couple seconds. Bowman boxes. Also, the Orioles are still available, so if anybody wants the Orioles, they can still claim them. Otherwise, I'm going to run that random for the A's here. Be right back in less than 5. Probably that'll be less than 5 minutes. All right. There is a basketball break coming up too. We have 2 teams left, spots left. If anyone take it, that will run tonight. So take a look at that if you want in. Andrew's going to take the O's. All right, Andrew, you're in. Andrew Huther's got the O's. You are in. I've got to put the mini spots in on this one. So Cardinals went to Miker. Tigers went to me. Cubs went to Mark Hudson. The Guardians went to Miker. Miker, I think, got exactly what I was hoping for out of this one. Just about. All right. We're going to run the random here on this one. Oh, how do we want to run this one? We're going to do this as... We're going to do it a jobs race. We've done this. I don't think we've done this one yet. Oh, the Diamondbacks went to... That one there too. Diamondbacks went to... Sam. Sam got the Diamondbacks. Don't want to forget him in there. Yep, I got you in, so you're all set. I'll just confirm your payment. Not that I'm doubting it. You got it. You are in. All right. Gonna turn off the music here. Names list in. This random is for the A's. We are looking for a superfractor in this one. All right, music off. All right, I'm going to switch your screen over here, and we're going to jump over into the jobs race. All right, so this is going to set top 4 are going to get the A's in this one. Top 4. All right, so 30 seconds on the clock. Again, here's your names list. We're starting Sam, Greg, Andrew H, Andrew B, Greg, Mark, Greg, Miker, Greg, me, Greg, Matt, Greg, Sam, Greg, Chad, Sean, Dennis, Sean, Andrew, Greg, Billy, Greg, Mark, Mike, or Greg, Miker, Frankie, Lynn. But it's a lot of Gregs. Oof. All right. Your minions, your job minions are primed. Lower the music on this one. Your minions are primed. They're ready to go. Good luck, everybody. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and they are off. Fire minion and initially took the lead. Andrew, are you in? paparazzi? Is that what your minion is there? Looks like a paparazzi. Paparazzi. All right, 5 seconds left. Lynn's coming out surging to the lead. Lynn Ripple. She will get the break this life. Yeah, take a look at the note. Everyone else telling it. Greg and Greg. That'll be your top. Okay. The shark one's one of my favorite ones right now. That. I'm going to take this, copy it. And I'm going to put that in your checklist. All right, and there you go. All right, I'm going to do the tags here real quick for the folks in this break. In regards to basketball, if we don't hear from Thomas, I will just pick the best available team. And if no one else picks a team, then I will claim the last 2 spots in that. Greg, Wayne, Miker, Andrew, Andrew. Who's there? Greg, Lynn, Miker, Andrew, Benjamin, who's here? Let me share, fix that screen, share that, and I will flip that back over. All right, I'm just finishing the tags here. Sean Stickle. Billy Ryan. Billy, you just missed getting the A's on that one. Sam Aaron Marks. Matt Delorso. Chad. I had Frankie in there already. Nope. Frankie. Dennis. Mark Hudson. That's it. All right. That's everybody. All right. All of the tags are in. All right. We're going to just go right from the top of the list down to the bottom of the list. We're going to go right for the Breaker's Delight right out of the gate here. So, good luck to everybody. You all have your teams. For basketball, we'll just run a traditional random, just because I got to random the remaining teams in that one. All right, here is your Breaker's Delight. 1 pack. That's all you get. Lynn has the A's in this one. Superfractor Bounty is very much in play here. We need this Superfractor Bounty hit. So I think if I pull 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. There we go. Trying to put the autos in the back. Here is your Breaker's Delight, 103 of 150, Nevis Azaguri for the Phillies, kicking us off, going to Sean. Ooh, nice. Jack Caglione. That is 84. Nobody had 84. Thought somebody the other night had 84. 84, 125, Jack Caglione. Nice. 87 of 499, Yahil Melendez for the Cubbies. Cubbies always hitting this product. Bo Davis for the Giants. Red refractor, Hayden Birdsong, which doesn't mean anything anymore. Kobe Mayo for the O's, 155 of 499. Rookie, nice. Melted Masher, Zaire Hope, and here's your autos. First one's going to be 84. God, 84 has been hitting a 499. This one's looking like a Guardian. Heinz Brito for the Guardians. We've seen this one before. 84 of 499. Next one out. It's like a Cardinal or an Angel. Or Red Sox. Nantanel Uten for the Red Sox autograph on card. And 98 of 299. Cincinnati Reds, Henry Torres for the Reds. First Reds card I've seen in an eternity coming out of this product. Seriously, like the Reds just never hit in this product. So that's like a shocker to me to actually see that. Mayo, Heinz Brito. So Guardians hit. That was off the mini. That's going to Miker. Reds went to Greg. Red Sox. Who'd the Red Sox go to? Andrew Benjamin hits off the Red Sox. Nice. Congrats so far to everybody that's hit. Man, I've been taking Ethan to school every morning, and God, I am so not a morning person. Like, I could sit up here and break till 3 in the morning, but ask me to get up at 6 a.m. to go to work and stuff. Oof. Like, if I have to go somewhere, I can get up. I can go. Like, if I have to go to the airport or taking Aiden, like I took Aiden to the hospital and stuff. Like, when I know I have to go somewhere, I can move. But dang, if it's like I got to go to work or do something that's, just there's no aspect of anything to it. Yeah, those are rough days. All right. The Yahil Mondos for the Cubbies. 9 more top loaders. Shocker. All right. Bowman Hobby. All right. So this one. Oh, I have to get the knife. Using a different knife because I'm being lazy. It's my golf tee knife. There we go. All right, so first 2 are going to go to Sean Stickle, and then the last 4 are going to go to Greg for the A's. And if anything tradition holds true, Sean Stickle's got both autographs in those type packs because that's how the last couple of boxes have been. Sorry, I got one of those circle bottles. I drained all the flavor out. Wah, wah. That makes me a sad panda. But I got flavoring. I don't know. Drinking straight water to me sometimes is hard because it just doesn't taste like anything. So I always need a flavor in something. I don't know. Are you guys, any of you guys just like fine with the taste of water? I've had like really good filtered water and actually it tastes pretty good, but I don't know. There we go. That kicked it back up. Should just refill that. Okay, here we go. Sean for the first 2 packs with the A's. Everyone else has their teams. Good luck. See if tradition history still serves. Looks like we have a gold or a yellow and a blue. Blue Reptilian. All right. Got some back-to-backers here. Yeah, like you got to have something, right? It's very hard to just drink it straight all the time. Chase DeLaunder. Edgar Quero. Ronald Acuna Jr. So this is a yellow I'm going with. It's a rookie. There's the numbering. 75. 9. Oh, so many people so close. That is for the Rangers, Kumar Rocker. Which is ironic because Sam picked the Rangers and then dropped the Rangers. So Kumar Rocker, rookie, 9 of 75. Going to the Rangers. Nice. And this should be an auto. Blue Reptilian scale, 33 of 150. Kevin Alvarez again for the Astros, hitting. Dylan Cruz on the It Came to the League. Kevin Alvarez hits again. Houston Astros going to Greg Wisser. We hit this one. We hit this card in the last break, but I can't remember what number we hit it to. I think it was a base. We did the 2-1. But nice one there. Yeah, like super filtered, nice filtered water. I think I can drink. I've had it like from our fridge when it was like super nice and filtered, but there's definitely some out there I just can't drink straight. All right. Dylan Cruz, It Came to the League. Warnell Solano. Aiden Johnson for the A's. Chris Rodriguez for the Tigers. And Bryce Eldridge. All right. So let's see if history serves correct. So far, it serves correct again, which is the top pack. Same teams. You're right, man. It's the same teams. What is that? Astros. 4 out of the last 6 autographs we pulled were Astros. Dylan Dingler. Will Warren. CJ Abrams. There's the next auto. It's like a pirate. Nope. It's a Padre. Cale Fountain. Going to the Padres. I swear we pulled this one last time too. Correlation on this one. Cale Fountain for the Padres. San Diego Padres went out to Greg. Greg takes both autos. And then 76 to 99. Oh my goodness. Chad Nugent. It's not a Bowman first, but it's a damn good card. How about a Jesus Maeda? Jesus Made. There you go, Chad. Nice green reptilian scale. 76 of 99. That was a banger. Super nice. You can put that with your 101. Maybe you should just become a Brewers fan, Chad. You got 2 of the best cards. You got the best prospect and then the 101 film. And then now you got a 76 and 99. All right. Very nice. So the Dodgers have won the NLCS and are now going to the World Series. Back-to-back years. All right. And we'll put it on there. All right, so now we just need the Superfractor and a Garbage Pail Kid. Christian Campbell came to the league. Lubritus Aponte, Devin Cornell, Barreto, and Justice Bigby. All right, so these four are Greg with the A's. Julio Rodriguez. You think they're just going to run over whoever from the AL goes and plays them? Julio Rodriguez, Zach Wheeler, Yamamoto, Cade Horton, red rookie, Dalton Rushing, max volume, Melton Mashers, Drake Baldwin, Ronnie Cruz, Jack Caglione, Nathan Church, and Kai Roberts. Number 2. Walker Buehler, Corbin Burns, Mini Diamond, Sadbale Delzine, Corbin Burns, 169 of 499. We got a Mini Diamond max volume. 77 of 150, Christian Campbell for the Red Sox. Adios, Jack Caglione, Yahil Melendez, Ario Furbus, Delzine, and Elian De La Cruz. Christian Campbell? Or who are you saying NL Rookie of the Year to be? Cag? Okay, Horton. I keep forgetting who's Kate Horton is supposed to be with. I haven't heard much about the NL Rookie of the Year much this year. Hold on a second. Oh, so if Cade Horton is going to be the Rookie of the Year, that could be worth $100 then. Well, I will sleeve and top load that one. If that's your NL Rookie of the Year, then that's a $100 card right there. Going to the Cubbies, who went off on a mini. Going to Mark Hudson. All right. Third pack in this one. Jose Ramirez, Royce Lewis, red rookie, Chase Meteoroth, Meteoric Rise, Bryce Eldridge, Pulsar, 111 of 125, Yahil Melendez, first Bowman. Arun Nimala, Melted Mashers, Carson Williams, Rainiel Rodriguez, Spencer Geisting, Anuelo Marquez. So not including boxes I have up at our card shop, I have, I think about, I know I have 2 Breakers Delights, and I think I have 4 or 5 Bowman Chrome Hobbies left. Should just go crazy and do a 6-box massive cost break. All right, Manny Machado, Matt Olson, Sean Burke, red rookie, Noah Cameron, Bo Davis for the Giants on the shimmer, Fernando Tatis Jr., Adios, Brett Bateman, Jesus Made, Larange, and Cabada. And that is your Bowman break. Well, the Kelvin Alvarez and the Jesus Made were good. I can't speak as much for the other rookie or other autographs. But still looking for that Superfractor. Maybe someday. Someday somebody will win it. Maybe we'll up to $2,000 on the bounty. We'll finally hit it. I mean, you got to figure it's almost got to be feel like a matter of time at this point. All right, here's your recap for baseball. Yahil Melendez to 125. Bo Davis on the Shimmer. Cade Horton on the Red Rookie. Sadibel Delzine. Corbin Burns to 499. Christian Campbell to 150. Yahil Melendez to 499. Jack Caglione to 125. Kobe Mayo to 499. Izaguirre to 150. U10 base auto. Brito base, that's the 499. That's a refractor auto. Henry Torres to 299 auto. Jesus Made to 99 green reptilian. Kumar Rocker yellow rookie to 75. Kale Fountain base rookie auto, and a Kevin Alvarez 33 of 150. It's going to be the hit of the break. Unless that's worth less than $100, then it's the Cade Horton Red Rookie if he does truly win Rookie of the Year. So I do have, what I think I said. I think I have 4 boxes, I said, of hobby and 2 of correction. I have 3 hobby boxes left and 2 Breakers Delights left. I do have more at my card shop, but that's what I have in here for breaks currently. Still got a bunch of Topps Chrome hobby. So, we will look at doing some more Bowman Chrome next week because there's not much else for baseball out there, to be perfectly honest. I haven't gotten any Bowman Chrome mega boxes yet, but I figured with all the hobby stuff we have, I don't know if it was worth trying to dig into those as much. Okay, so now we have basketball. Half case break of Inception basketball. 8 autos. All right. So if Thomas has not picked a team, I'm going to pick the best available for him because when it comes to minis, that's what I do. If you missed your time to pick, because the point of the mini is to run the break, not delay it. And I did it. Stuff happens, but all right. So let's see if Thomas replied. Just close this and reopen. And I always figure you guys know I do a pretty good job trying to pick best available if you're not available. So I'm going to unpin that. We're going to unpin that. There is a WWE break still up. So, all right. Final call for anybody who wants to get in on this break. I'll keep my comments up. I have 2 spots left. If nobody wants to get in it, I will claim them myself. I'm going to pick for Thomas. Best team available for Inception. Where's Knicks versus Lakers? Wizards. They don't pick Wizards yet. Wizards was picked. Thunder. All right, I'm just trying to figure out what team to give. Thomas, and then my 2 teams. So give me just a quick second, then I will run that random, and then we will break these boxes. Try to think of who's out there still. Heat. Rockets might be a good team. Pacers, we just did one. We had did the Pacers get picked? Pacers do not. All right, we're gonna give Thomas the Pacers because they have some of the better autographs. We hit the Grail chasing Pascal Siakam auto, actually one of our previous breaks. They have Tyrese Halliburton autographs in here, as well as several other people, and they're pretty high up on the autograph list. Could it be that, or well, maybe we give them the Suns. Probably more the Pacers. Sorry, I know I'm talking to myself too. I'm just trying to give the Raptors, and you can go after Grady Dick. Does the Hawks get picked? Hawks did get picked. Yes, integrity. Magic? Magic picked. Magic's not picked. Anthony Hardaway, Anthony Black, Jet Howard, Tristan Silva. Kind of seems like Pacers. Because Giannis does not have autos on this. All right, we're going to go with the Pacers for all right, Pacers for Thomas. And I am taking the last two spots. Oh, you took 8? Okay. What'd you got? What team did you pick? Andrew? You want best available? All right. So put Andrew in. So Andrew wants best available. I'm going to take the Thunder for one. There's no Shy. All right, Andrew, you're in for spot 8. So Andrew wants best available. So Andrew, would you rather chase James Harden, Kevin Durant? I'm going to give you some names. Hakeem Olajuwon. Don't do that to me. Hakeem Olajuwon. I might give you the Rockets because you got Hakeem Olajuwon autos and Jalen Green autos chances. And Fred VanVleet auto chances. So I think Rockets are probably your best bet. That'd be my guess. So let's go with Rockets. All right. I got a concurrence that the Rockets were next best. All right, Rockets it is. All right. So Andrew's picked Rockets. I've got Knicks from the mini and Thunder for picking a spot. So we're going to save this up. We're going to run a traditional random on this one. Actually, we don't have to. We can do a goofy random. Let's see. Let's do an Italian brain rot random. We can actually do a team random on this. We actually can random the teams. The teams themselves are racing. So you're going to want to know where your spots are. So Mario is going to be 1, Trokey 2, Robinson 3, Thomas 4, Brian 5, me 6, TJ 7, Andrew 8, Mark Hudson 9, and me 10. I'm going to remove all of the teams that are not available. So that's the Wizards are out. Thunder and Knicks are out. Grizzlies not available. Rockets not available. The Pacers. Celtics and Hawks out. Pistons are out. And Timberwolves are out. All right. I'm going to switch your screen over. So we're doing an Italian brain rot random. All right, so here are all of the remaining teams. So we're going to run this one. Sorry, there we go. So these are all the remaining teams. So if you're in spot 10, you want 10 and 20. If you're in spot 1, you want 1 and 11. So here we go. This is your random for teams, for the remaining teams. Spurs, Lakers, and Warriors are all in play. Good luck. 3, 2, 1, go. Apparently one of these characters is named Can't remember which one it is. There's no Chimpanzee. There's a Chimpanzee. It's the Denver Nuggets one. All these characters have a name, which is kind of wild. All right, here we go. Coming to the finish line. Looks like the Toronto Raptors are going to take this one. The baseball bat's running behind. All right, the Raptors are going to be the spot 1. So here's going to be and I'm going to copy the results. And I'm going to put it in here. There are your results. I will give you the full list here in just 1 second. Enjoy the fancy music. Andrew, spot 8, took the Spurs. You dog. Takes the Spurs. Looking for the Stephen Castle and Victor Wembanyama autos. Brian Tanner's got the Lakers, and Mario has the Warriors. There is your list. And I'm going to share it now with you guys. Kill the Italian brain rot. And there it is. There you go. All right, so there are your teams. I'm going to just do the tags for everybody on this break. Just give me 1 quick second. It'd be nice, except there's no superfractors eligible on this. I don't think Inception made superfractors. I think they're platinums, and it's got to be a superfractor. It is not a Topps 101 bounty. It's a Topps superfractor bounty. All right. So getting the tags in. So this is going to be a much different dynamic when we have the Topps flagship stuff and we're looking after Cooper flags things. So I hope all you basketball fans are ready. Just keep disappointing you. Well, I'm sorry. Well, you can still hit a 101 tonight, and you can still hit a monster card because you do have the Lakers. I just want you to know that. You did win the Lakers via the Italian brain rot race. So, you know, when you pull that LeBron James 101 auto, you'll let me know how much I disappointed you tonight. TJ. Hudson. All right, there we go. There's all the NBAs. I want you to be a pallbearer at my funeral, so that way you can let me down just one more time. Aww. Normally, at this point of the night, I would do a late night poker with these, but there are so few teams and so few cards in each one of these Inception boxes, it just ain't worth doing because we get like 1 or 2 cards each. So we're just going to run with it because also my break office is also the room my dad, who's visiting, spends the night in. So I need to let him go to bed at some point here. Oh, I'm going to get the real knife. The lettering opening knife does not work. All right. Oh, yeah. They're good. They're real good. You go get a Cooper flag auto while you're there, too. All right. Here's your pack. Empty box. Box 1. Okay, let's run down through the teams real quick. So Mario has the T-Wolves, the Raptors, and the Warriors. Phil Trokey's got the Wizards, the Bucks, and the Kings. Jacoby's got the Grizz, the Cavs, and the Magic. Thomas has the Pacers, the Clippers, and the Suns, which were all teams I was actually considering getting him for the... How weird is that? Brian Tanner has the Pistons, the Jazz, and the Lakers. I've got the Thunder, the Bulls, and the Pelicans. TJ has the Hawks, the Nets, and the Hornets. Andrew's got the Rockets, the Spurs, and the Trailblazers. Mark Hudson has the Celtics, the Nuggets, and the Mavs. And I got the Knicks, 76ers, and the Heat. So I got to remember how these... Is it all just that way? Okay. All right, here we go. Good luck, everyone. LaMelo Ball for the Hornets. Oh, we're just going to kick it off like that. How about a Keyshawn George for the Wizards? Going to Phil Trokey. 18 of 50. That's the first auto. Keyshawn George for the Wizards on the ginormous white napkin. I don't know if they can put the emblems on these white napkin patches or not. Can't remember. You had a logo man patch. All right, number to 50. First autograph coming out for... Wow, I picked well for Thomas. For the Celtics, Anton Watson. That is 99.99. Chad Nugent hitting $5 break credit. Anton Watson for the Celtics, going to Mark Hudson. And for the Pacers, Johnny Furphy on the patch auto rookie. I don't think that's numbered. It is not numbered. Johnny Furphy for the Pacers. I said the Pacers were a good team to have in this. I wasn't lying. I wasn't trying to stack the deck in my favor. All right. And then we have a Nikola Topic. That is 25 of 150. Did I have 25 tonight? No 25. Jaime Jaquez for the Heat, 137 of 150. Going to the Heat. That one is me. And Brandon Miller for this, Hornets. Yeah, Brandon Miller has autographs on this too. Okay, Jaime looks like he's sleeping. Like he just woke up and somebody told him to play basketball while he was still trying to wake up in the morning. Look at this. That or he's hungover. Really wasn't the best picture of him. I think he should ask for a refund. Whoever took his picture did not do good by him on that. Not one bit. All right, so that's box one. All my pennies. All right, empty box. This is box two. I'm going to pull the cards from the back since clearly it was right underneath the first card where all the hits were. So, one, two. What's that? That was weird, wild looking. All right. Something interesting on the back here. We got a KJ Simpson. By the way, if you have any cards you hit in this break and you're not a big basketball fan and you don't know what to do with these cards, let me know. If you want to consign them, I can put them up on eBay this weekend, and that could help build you break credit. There we go. 49 and 99. That is KJ Simpson for the Hornets. Another green Jaime Jaquez, who looks like he's sleeping. Jokic for the Nuggets. Allen Iverson for the 76ers. First patch card for the Clippers. Again, for Thomas. Called that one. Kind of scary. James Harden, game-worn memorabilia. Next auto. Dante DiVincenzo. That is actually a Knicks card. Interesting. They put him in a Knicks jersey on this one. Dante DiVincenzo for the Knicks. And then behind it is what I was kind of interested in. Topps Memory Lane. So this is like a legend. Memory Lane Marks. Is that Mutombo? No, Robert Parrish. Robert Parrish for the Celtics. That is 69 of 75. Again, Mark Hudson hitting. Nice. Robert Parrish. I thought it was, I don't know, I had Dikembe Mutombo in my head going, not today. Not today. James Harden. I would love to do more basketball breaks, but as you can see, filling basketball breaks has been tough. I feel like when we get the Cooper Flag chase, we'll see it more. But, of course, all the prices on the stuff is going to be a lot higher. What's up, Mark? Doing pretty good for yourself so far. You got 2 autographs on this one. KJ Simpson. All right. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty amazing to me. Yeah, it is. The only one that would be even better. I did have a prediction. I did say LeBron James 101 auto, so it is in the card so far. I've called everything else so far. $2. That would be something. I saw the LeBron auto from another memory lane card. I have another. I think we have another memory lane card coming up. All right, here we go. Jokic. Bilal Kubi, 32. No, 32. 32 and 99. Sleeping Jaime again. He's been in every box so far. Victor Wembanyama for the Spurs. That's an upside down. Jimmy Butler for the Heat, I believe. Game used, game worn memorabilia. Next one out, autograph. KJ Simpson for the Hornets. Hornets went to TJ. 34.75. Man, the 30s tonight have had so many serial numbers. Yeah, I'm going to get mad if we have a memory lane and it's Robert Parrish again. Tops. Memory lane. All right. Well, at least the person's looking the other way. So memory lane marks. Look at the eyes. Look at the eyes. Looks like Shaq. Dominic Wilkins for the Rockets, right? Dominic Wilkins. Is that the Hawks or the... Was that the Hawks? That's still pretty cool. That'll be a Hawks card. Okay, if it's me, like I said, I think it's kind of funny because Dominic Wilkins kind of looks like Shaq from here up. Okay, that's what I was kind of thinking is it was the Hawks. Nice one for the Hawks. Dominic Wilkins autograph. All right, we got one box left. One box for that LeBron James auto. Let me see if it's a special auto. I think I had Break Ninja up still. Yeah. All right, let me see if the Lakers one, if it's like a special, like it's got to be a certain type. We all got Bronny. All right. We want to see the Grail chasing signatures. So if we see like the big cup, like the Pascal Siakam card was, that's what the LeBron James autos. Actually, LeBron has a lot of autos in this product. Holy cow. LeBron has an auto to 99 in this. Damn. So that means there are 99, 75, so 174, 224, 249, 259. There are 260 LeBron James autographs in this product. Just for reference. That's the downside with Inception is there is not a lot of cards in it, period. So if it's heavy on one team, you kind of get shellacked. He just wants Bronny. Leave Bronny alone. I There's a couple people looking for a card right now. All right. Last box. I have 4 more at the card shop that haven't moved a lick. It makes me wonder if anyone's going to buy them, or if I'm going to end up just ripping them out of the shop one at a time. I think I'm going to bring some of the leaf boxes back home, and we'll do like we did before. We'll do flash breaks, and we will do random hits. That seemed like that was fun. People like that. All right. Last pack. Good luck, everybody. I wonder if Wemby on top. I don't know if it's a good sign or not. All right, here we go. Bilal Coolby, green. Ja Morant for the Grizzlies. How about 14 of 25 on the jaw? 14 up there? No, Andrew at 13. Ja Morant, 14 of 25. Nice for the Grizz. Joel Embiid for the 76ers. Victor Wembanyama. Relic. Kawhi Leonard. Oh. That's a grail chasing card, Brian. You have a chance. I'm just telling you, that is what the grail chasing cards look like. So you have a chance. 92 and 99 on the Kawhi Leonard. I'm pretty sure that's where Curry's autos are in too. Back card for the Hornets again. Man, it's been a Hornets break too. DeJane Saloon. That is patch auto. That is not numbered. All right. This is, I think the Curry autos are in here on the grail chasing. Let me see. Yep. Curry autos are grail chasing cards. LeBron's are grail chasing cards. And Wemby are grail chasing cards. So all of the big autos are in play right now. Good luck. Let's see if we end this on a monster. Gonna go slow. That hair is not looking very LeBron-y. But it might be Bronny. Who is that? Cam Whitmore. Wah, 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 wah. Damn. Arg. Ugh. I had so much hope for that card. I think I would have rather taken a Tatum. 41 of 50. Ugh. I think that's a Raptor or a Heat. I can't remember. If it's a Heat, it's me. If it's a Raptor, it's... Damn. Sorry, man. Good mini is what you wanted. I'm trying to think who Raptors are. Oh, Raptors are Mario. So it's either Mario or me. 41 of 50. I have a feeling I'm going to be ripping the other 4 boxes in the card shop. Or at least doing a live for it to try to show them. All right. Well, we did get 4 autos. I did not lie there. Is it Rockets? Oh, so I was just off altogether then. Oh. Then Andrew Huther got it. The last minute jump in. I was just trying to go by the jersey, and I couldn't tell with the jersey who it was. But TJ, you did pretty good in this one. Wizards. Do you get traded? I think the checklist will tell me. So I always sort these by how the checklist goes, and I just go by the numbers on the back anyway. So. Well, he's definitely not in a Wizards jersey. Here, I'll just check the checklist here. Houston. Yeah. So for this checklist, he is Rocket. So TJ is correct. And Brian was correct the first time. So for the purposes of this set, he is a Rocket. All right. Well, we had 2 good legend cards and a couple good patch cards. So, all right, let's recap this one up, and then we're going to call it a night. All right. So here you go. All righty. So to round this one out for the night, we had a Robert Parrish, number /75. We had a John Furphy for the Pacers, patch auto. Anton Watson for the Celtics, number /99. Keyshawn George, 18/50. Dominic Wilkins, 63/75. DiVincenzo, base auto. James Harden, game worn auto, 92/99. Kawhi Leonard patch. John Morant, 14/25. Cam Whitmore, Grail chasing. Sticker auto. Jimmy Butler, game worn men. Bilal Kubi, 32/99. KJ Simpson, 49/99. Topic, 25/150. Jaime, 137/150. Tajay Saloon, patch auto, and a KJ Simpson 275. All right, that is going to do it for us tonight. We'll look forward to that Mosaic football. More Prism Panini Black. I've got that on order and on the way. With Origins. I'll be looking for some of the Donruss stuff. Basketball is going to be kind of light until the end of the week. And then we'll look at doing a jumbo. I did order some jumbo boxes of the NBA stuff. So we'll be looking for some of those. And baseball will probably be hammering away at still more Bowman Chrome. So I did order. I also did order another Glory of the Game box for League. So we will have something else we can do with that too. So, all right, y'all. That's going to do it for us tonight. Hope you all continue to have a great weekend and have a great night. And we will catch you all later.